Hello, in this video, I will teach you how to use the Tableau to create forecasting analysis for the IBM sales. In the prior exercise, we did this forecasting using the Excel forecasting functions. And this time we are going to use Tableau to do the same, but with more powerful and convenient tools available. So after you download the Tableau to your laptop or desktop as an app, I already opened mine, so you can open yours. You just put our class code and a brief registration information, and you will be able to open the starting page. So this page is asking you to connect a data source. So this is not like Excel. You directly build the data into Excel. Tableau, you can incorporate data from other resources, like popularly you have Excel, text, Access, and even PDF, all data from the servers. And this one we are going to connect to the Excel for the IBM original sales. This is actually the data we used for lab 3, 4 as well, but we are using different tools to perform the forecasting analysis. So I click on the Excel, and this one you are going to refer to where you save your Excel file. So I save it on my lab data. Okay, so 3.5. So click on that. And now it's automatically leading you to the next the data page, because we have multiple worksheets, and I'm only using the first one, which is the main data is IBM sales. So I will click on that and bring it to the data pane. Okay, so that's give you a preview for the data we have. If we have a data model, like a relational data model, you can bring other tables into the data pane and build the relationships. Okay, so we'll do that later. But this one is the same thing we work on forecasting using the Excel. So we have the date and then the IBM sales, and the date one, then the IBM income. I will demo the forecasting for the sales, and I will leave you to do the income prediction as well. So this is a preview of the data. So once we finish the data incorporation, I don't want to change anything. Okay, you can do some data manipulation here, such as changing the dates, source the data, or change the name of the attributes. But I'm fine with the data, so I'm going to, you can see, go to worksheets. So that's my analysis. So sheet one. And this is the main working space for data analysis in Tableau. Okay, so you can see you have the main, like the shortcuts for the different functions, like forward and backward. And this is the save. Yeah, save your workbook. And connecting to a new data source, and this is pause update, because sometimes you update your original data source. If you don't want your analysis update with the data, you can choose from here. And then adding a new worksheet, and this is duplicate, I believe. Yeah, duplicate, like a copy, is like a work in Excel. We duplicate one worksheet and paste it to another one. Okay, so that's some others. And on the very left, so you can see this is your data pane, like it's basically the attributes or the fields in our data sheets. It's already separated based upon the data type. In this table, we have two date variable. So data variable use a calendar, you can see. And then the measures means numerical values. Okay, operations, you can do mathematical operations. And sometimes you also have a categorical data, like the names, address, right? So state, and that's called that's other attributes, not measures. And the analytics that give you different ways to perform, like forecasting, box plot, adding reference lines. Okay, additional analytics you can add to your current analysis. So I'm back into the data, and in the middle you can insert some page, adding filters. Okay, adding filters. So in Tableau, you don't need to do your adding additional filter, or you can like say the like you do in the Excel. We can directly drag the different column or attributes as filters. And that's an additional visualization tool, so you can enhance your analysis and visualization, like adding different color elements, change the size of the shape, adding text labels, and even you can select in the different the shapes, okay, shapes for the visualizations, like bars or lines or even circles. And the column and the rows, that's a place you can drag and place your different attributes, okay, from this which variable you want to put it under the row and which variable you want to put on the column, and then you can select the charts type. So for the forecasting table, if you follow the instructions in the ebook, is starting from page 155 from the ebook under chapter 3. So I'm going to double click. You can see, when you double click, the data variable will be automatically put under the column. Okay, I'll even I can drag the dates to the column by myself, and it's also easy to move. Okay, just move it. Okay, and I can do the same thing. Okay, drag it over here, then put the cells into the row. So row is the column is the date and the row is your sales data in dollar values, and is already in a line chart. Or if it's not showing a line chart, you can do is on here, show me. Okay, that's kind of the recommended charts. So you can select the bar charts or heat map or some other, but this is a what I say, the line charts is the best for time series of studies and trending analysis. And or you can use this. Okay, so like most bread and then this. But one important thing is we want this to be a continuous line chart, but right now it's probably is a disaggregate. So click on the arrow here, so under the data variable, and select a quarter. Okay, right now is a disaggregate year variable. I want to change to a continuous quarter variable. Okay, so again, I'm doing here. Okay, from the down arrow and select a continuous quarter variable here. And now you can see this more smooth up and down of the sales trend with the time. Okay, now I'm just hide the show me tab. So now this is already a trending analysis, right? So time series line charts for the past sales. Now I want to add the forecasting for the future, okay, rather than just looking for the past. And I can add the forecasting from click on the analysis tab and forecast, show the forecast. And now you can see it's showing the forecast for the next couple of periods. And next one, I want to show the forecasting as, to change the symbol, okay, for the chart from the line to circle. And the forecasting become like a box plot. Okay, because the box plot, you see the median for the estimate, then the upper bound and the lower bound for the estimate. Okay, and because you can see the far period web forecasting and the range of the forecasting get wider, okay, because we have more uncertainties for the future. Okay, the longer the prediction, the wider the forecasting scope. And finally, I want to customize the forecasting period. Okay, like you can adjust the forecasting options. So go back to the analysis and then forecast and choose the forecasting options. I wanted to use a exact 3 years. Now is 1 year. I want to add. Okay. So 3 years, I will have each year have like 4 colors, right? So you will have 12 this like lines of the box chart. Again, as the forecasting period become longer, like the longer the forecasting, the wider the forecasting become, over right, the range. So that's really give you a rough idea for how the future sales in next 3 years based upon what we have in the past. Okay, forecasting. So I like Tableau better, right? So compared with the Excel, is more handy and is more interactive, and is more convenient and powerful. I even you can see I want to change the color, right? So I can change the color to the like modifications, and you can use the I like want to change, for example, the purple. I didn't select. Maybe I can select the dates or the sales, like to the color. Yeah, you can see the sales becomes the different shade, right? So like depending on the lower sales is light, blue is more light, and the dark means you have larger sales, right? So you use the color to show kind of the amount of the sales. Okay, or even you want to change, you can see the size. And now the circles also shows the size. The larger circle means you have larger sales, right? So that's like a very, and again, even I can add the sales to the labels. So it's very, very handy. Okay, it's basically drag and drop, and you can play with, and you can see the different ways we can communicate and perform our analysis. So very enhanced, very like visualization in seconds with your choices. Okay, so that's the first the worksheet I will call. Similar to Excel, I can right click on the worksheet and rename it. So sales forecast. And then the book said I want a table or like a range for my predictions. Right now I don't have it. Yeah, I even have a highlighter on the right to see. I will duplicate this worksheet into another worksheet with tablets, like means the numbers like tables. So how I can do that? Again, right click on the current worksheet and choose duplicate as cross tab. And then you have a duplicate, and is basically showing your actual sales in the past. And now if you move the slider down to the right, when it comes to the predictions for the future 3 years, you see the prediction and the lower band and upper band, like the prediction range for all of the future. Okay, so automatically generate a table for our predictions, and this function is not available in the Excel. Okay, and now I will just name this sales forecast cross tab. Or cross tab means a what I say the like a tableized forecasting data. And then so that's like 2 worksheets. Now you can open a new one. That's like kind of the new worksheet, new dashboard, and the new stories. I will demo the dashboard and the stories for our next exercise. And then let's do a one new worksheet. Okay, this one you will do the sales for the income. Okay, so this one income. So same thing. Okay, double click the data one, and then double click the income. And now you can see it's not showing like the line charts. I want to change this. two line charts. Okay, and then adjust the period to continuous quarter, because income is may become negative, right? Sales is all positive, but income can become negative. And now you can add the analysis, and other analysis can starting from here as well. Okay, analytics. I want to add a forecast. Okay, that's another way to do it. So I can drag the forecast and to the sheets, highlight. Okay, seeing from here, and change my to the circle. Right, so it's much larger. You can see the range for income is more diversified. Okay, right, you can see there's bouncing back. And then you can also, for example, I want to add a reference line, like that's like average, okay, for the whole table. Because this is over really like there is really no a very clear linear relationship. I don't think a reference line is like makes sense, right? But I can, I can play around this. Okay, I even, so I have you back, so nothing. And then you can add a distribution band to the pen. So for example, like a band. But again, this one, I don't really have a clear linear relationship, or it doesn't make much sense. I added the reference. Okay, just reverse it, back, and then another one. But now I'm going to adjust the forecasting for the fixed 3 years. So adding more years for prediction. Uh, Now I can go back to my data, right? So like adding the income to maybe just the size, not the color. Okay, so I can see larger the circle means larger net income. And then the label. Okay, I see the numbers. Yeah, we have an outlier here, right? You have a negative net income for one outlier among all of the data series. So that's sheet 3. You can save it as income forecast. Then I can easily duplicate this to a cross tab. Okay, this one you can show the predictions, okay, the tables, and then you can just name cross tab. And then I'm pretty much done on the 3.5. Okay, lab 3.5 using the Tableau. Now when you what I want to save, okay, so when you unsave that, so be careful, is automatically saved under your Tableau repository. Okay, it's like a directory under your documents. Okay, remember where you save it, and it's like a Tableau workbook. Okay, I will call account 300, so lab 3.5, right? So like IBM, like forecasting. And now you can save it and submit directly into Blackboard for a bonus point. And in the next, I will post 2 more exercises for myself. Okay, we'll replay lab 3.7 using the Tableau to do a dashboard. And then I will do another one, use linked relational database.